Hey! Welcome back to the next episode of Alan Wake. Today we're gonna start with the second chapter of Alan Wake, and because of I know there's a previously on Alan Wake, every time you start a new chapter, I am not going to talk about the last chapter. So let's continue.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, Taken. 3 years ago in New York City. Oh, maybe it's the time after Alan finished his first novel. I already forgot the name.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Switch on the coffee maker. Okay. Just by accident. Whoa, what a weather. What's that? Oh. Switch.
Coffee's on.
Great.
Coffee's on.
Thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
What are you going to finish? Oh, it's beautiful in here. I wish I'd have a flat like that. Beautiful. Hello. Just going away. Ah, that's my typewriter and what? The page? Ah, the sudden stop, yes.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Whoa, that voice. Love it. Resume game. What's this? Return to sender. What I can't forget. Alex Casey. The things that I want. And the fall of Casey. An Alex Casey thriller. Alan Wake. Okay. So he's a pretty good writer.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover
Hey.
mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, come on. I don't want to hear that. It's none of my business. Where is it?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of
Okay.
Barry, he called.
Oh no.
Alan!
Yes, I'm on my way.
Please check the fuse box.
I'm right here.
I'm here.
I'm on
I'm
it, honey.
here.
Please hurry.
I'm right
Yes.
here, baby.
It's okay.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on now.
Yes,
please.
on my way. Yes, I hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage.
Everything for you.
I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
Hey.
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Yes. Everyone's afraid of
I know
something.
it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Oh.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker,
The
huh?
clicker.
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice
Aw.
story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Oh. Okay, back in Bright Falls.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Pretty good.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
I hope so.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake?
No.
Doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'm not into killing animals.
I'll take your
to
word
eat them.
for it, Doc.
Sorry for that. Just gotta go. Talk to Sarah. Whoa. Schnapp. Sarah's... Oh, wait. What's the lady doing over here?
Mrs. Weaver, everything seems to be fine.
You don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
What's wrong with her?
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Over here? What's this?
Yeah,
Press.
it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
You won't find him. Another page. Alice sees a shadow.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
I didn't recognize that. I didn't saw her
The sheriff wants to see
acting
you
like
in
that.
her office, Mr. Wake.
Yes. Give me a moment. Okay. What can I read? What's this? Richard Bohr, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller on a campaign trip. Overdue, haven't been in contact. Okay. Have you seen this man? Knack for winning contests. Oh no, a cat is missing. What's over here? An ambulance. Okay, gotta go to Sarah.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, thanks for that. Pew.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Nope.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
No, I'm
I need to
okay.
get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Through the cell corridor, of course.
They don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Okay. It's not only me with the problem. Manuscript. Dark presence in the diner.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! Hey, you! Can you help me?
Yeah,
Turn the
wait.
lights on!
Maybe. Beep.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Okay.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Okay. Strange. Oh, there it is. Hole in the fence. Oh, over there.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind
Kick.
the police station. There was something
Of course.
in an abandoned car.
Of course. Completely destroyed it. Shred into pieces. What's this? Manuscript.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Okay.
Alice's
Interesting.
driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Yes, we have to help her. But how are these pages floating around telling the future or the past and the darkness everywhere? The TVs, it's all strange.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay. It's something with the darkness, with these dark figures.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just
Alice
wanted to
being
settle all the damage
kidnapped.
the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like
Ah,
to
the guy
invite
from
you
the
to
book.
stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake,
Oh, how lucky for
my
him.
offer still stands.
Shut up.
Get me out of here.
I bet he's involved with
What the hell was that about,
kidnapping.
Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Don't tell me what to do.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Right.
Mr. Wake!
Oh,
Barry,
Rose.
You found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
She really has a strange
What an airhead.
behavior.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody.
Oh no.
This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
A fan? She's obsessed. Let's investigate. Ah. Okay.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last
Yes.
time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that?
Of
Don't get me wrong,
course.
it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
So, what are you doing?
Easy there, boy. Almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake.
Oh.
I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Of course,
Okay,
of course,
sure.
of course. Help
What
the
happened?
doggy. Yeah, what happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, poor dog.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Yes, okay, on the way.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
I can.
Situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head.
No.
Geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Shut up. Not making a joke. Okay, taking the form to Rusty. Oh, it's getting dark.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Such a pretty dog.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Oh, okay.
And hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max.
Yes,
I guess I'm a little
thank you.
worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Okay. I'll behave, I promise.
Look, Al, you're asking me
Ah.
to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a
Yes.
guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You
Yes.
hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to
No.
their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Maybe.
Thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
That's just crazy talk, Al.
Dark again.
Al?
Yes, I
You should
hear
go to the
you.
sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay, okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You
Stay here.
and if I'm not back by
Yeah.
morning, call the cavalry.
The cavalry.
Just
Oh,
be careful
God.
with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I mean, there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Oh, boo-hoo. Whoa! No, no, no. Whoa. Okay. Let's make our way to Lover's Peak. Hello? I have a bad feeling about this. Hello, birdie.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Okay. A new page.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
I can understand that, but it happened. But how could Alan I write that? I can use the car? No. I just walk my way.
I
bet
knew
it's
I
not
should
that
have gone
far.
to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Okay, okay. Oh. Don't do that to me. Hello?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Ha 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 ha.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the political and one of the party contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. No fun if I worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Now, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy if you win.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Okay. Just a little small talk. I only have the revolver. Okay. Not creepy. What? Oh, the lights went out. Why am I punished? I didn't do anything. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. You! Which will? Whoa. It's blood in here. There was a fight, obviously. TV again.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode.
The Man in the Mirror.
The Man in the Mirror.
Okay, show me.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Okay.
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get rid of this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again.
What?
Maybe in the mirror.
I don't get that. But I think it's creepy as hell. It's supposed to be. Okay. Now let's continue our quest for lovers. What's that sound? What? What are they doing over there? Go away. Leave me alone. Oh, it's a phone box. This way, that way. Let's go over here. Do not field wildlife. Never, I promise. Just nice. Rose and Rusty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Okay. So Rose is for someone famous. Like Ellen. What's this? Another manuscript.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
What? Fortune-telling pages? Light. What?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty? Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
What's happening over there? Oh, I just looked at the time. I think we gonna end this here. Next episode we will see what happened in the visitor center with Rusty and stuff like that. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next episode. Bye bye.